Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. Yoga with Suzanne, SuzanneJ.com. Check out my website and my blog. Just trying to provide you, my students and all you people that I miss so much, with a little bit of yoga information and poses to practice at home. So here's, we're going to do our hamstring series, and so make sure you have your belt handy and we will begin. So we're going to lie down on the floor. And we can bring I'm going to start with my left leg just because it's closer to the camera. I'm going to put my belt around my thigh. So what I like to do is I like to make a loop with my belt and then put the belt around. And that way I can just place my hand in the middle of the belt, if you're not sure how that looks. It looks like that. And rest my arm in the belt. Okay, so a lot of people do this pose and they're like this, and they're tightening up their jaw, their neck, their arms, just to stretch the hamstring. So I'm going to rest my hand inside, and I'm going to start with a bent knee, and then I'm going to extend through the ball of the foot and the heel. Okay, and then I see that my belt is still a little bit too long, the loop's too big, so I'm going to make that shorter as I go along. If you don't have a belt, just again use a tie or your housecoat strap, whatever you have at home. Okay, and now what I want to do is I want to take the outer left hip, so that's this hip here, my left hip, and I want to draw it down towards the end of my yoga mat and towards my right foot. So if I think of left sit bone down towards right heel, my quad is engaged and my kneecap is lifting towards the floor. And then I'm going to breathe into the hamstring in the back. So take a minute and just see, you want to breathe into the tightest part of the hamstring. I've done this a few times today, trying to get this video going so I can make my strap even a little tighter. All the time I'm drawing the femur bone, the thigh bone, back towards the end of my mat and taking that outer left hip towards that right heel. Engaging my core. I want to keep neutral pelvis, and I want to keep the normal curves in my back. My right foot, this one here, it's pushing into an imaginary wall. I'm pushing through the ball of the foot and the heel. Okay, and then we'll go to part 2 of this posture. We will bring the leg out to the side. So as I slowly, and please go slow, bring it out to the left, I'm going to really control my hips. I'm not going to let my right hip come up. I don't want to do that. I'm just going to bring it slowly out to the side and keep both hips on the floor. If you engage the outer part of your leg, the IT band, you're going to open up the groin a little bit more. So again, it's those antagonist muscles we're trying to work. Okay, so you go to that state without letting the hips lift, without tilting your pubic bone up towards your head, just really nice and slow. And then bring the leg back. Change hands. Take your right hand into the strap. Bring your left hand to the floor and lie it down. So your left shoulder blade's now an anchor, keeping your left side down on the floor. And then I'm just going to take the leg first, just a little bit over my other leg. In fact, the heel and the knee are kind of in line. My left heel and my right knee. And again, I'm pushing my left hip away from my head so the sides of my torso are equally long. And then I'm going to go a little further and bring the leg all the way over to the floor on the right side. Again, keeping my left hip away from my head, extending through the heel, just working the stress, really enjoying that feeling. Breathing into whatever feels tight. So for me here, it's the gluteus, the max. There, that's tight. Okay, and then I'm going to bring the leg back. Take the strap again in my left hand, put my right hand on my right thigh. Take a big inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to round up, engage the core, and then draw the leg a little closer to my head. And then slowly release. And then I'll draw the leg down. And usually what happens is my left leg will feel longer than my right. And then just take a minute to sort of sense and feel, how does your body feel on your left and your right side? Okay. And again, you can stop the video at any time and hold those poses a little bit longer, but for the sake of our lesson today, we're just going to go ahead. So again, I'm going to do the other side now, and this time I'm going to put the strap a little different on my heel. I'm going to put it on the outside edge. This is just a different technique of holding the strap. So I just touch my face there, which we're not supposed to do in these times. So again, start with a bent knee, extend through the ball of the foot and the heel, draw the quadricep back, the thigh, open up behind the back of the knee by drawing the kneecap down. We never push our kneecap back, okay? The kneecap comes up towards the hip, and that extends the leg. Then you're going to breathe into the area that's tightest, which is usually this belly of the muscle. Somewhere in the middle, you'll feel that kind of ball situation. You're going to breathe into there. And then we're going to open that leg up to the right-hand side, as we did the other side. Again, keeping the left hip down, engaging the core. You're going to draw your two hip bones together and draw the lower abs from the belly button from the pubic bone to the belly button. It's like you're wearing a pair of tight pants, so you got to bring that lower area up so you can do up your zipper. Okay, keeping the neutral curves in our back and pushing out through that left foot to keep the sides of the body equally long and the pelvis where we want it. And we're going to come back to our starting place. Bring the leg slightly over the other leg. I could have changed hands there first, but it's all good. And again, remember, all the time we're doing this, just like the other side, the right hip is going towards the end of your yoga mat and towards your left foot. And that's keeping the sides of my torso equally long. Okay? Then I am going to change hands now, and I'm going to bring the leg over to the other side of the floor and enjoy this twist. Again, I've got my arm out, my shoulders down. Right sit bone is traveling towards the end of my yoga mat to keep the sides of my torso long. And I'm breathing into whatever area is the tightest or needs releasing. Okay, and then I'm going to come back up. And again, bring that leg slightly over the other leg. It's really important that I'm pushing the femur bone back and I'm keeping the right hip going towards the left foot. And then I'll bring that all the way over the floor. Did I already do that? Can't remember. Done it so many times for this video. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm going to come back, take my left hand on my left thigh, take a big inhale, a big exhale, and slowly engaging the core. Reach for my left fingers are reaching for my left toes, and my right foot is going to come a little closer to my head. And then I'm going to exhale and slowly release. And again, I bring the leg down. Now it feels equally long to the other one. And I'm going to relax and sense and feel. If we practice that series every day, this will help with our back issues and also from sitting all day and watching Netflix and what have you. We're probably shortening the hamstrings, so this will be a good exercise for us to do every day. Okay? Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!